Welcome to Salty Beaver Explorers. Today we are in Calgary and we took a walk along the river and ended up at Fort Calgary. So we decided to have a look at the museum and explore what's here. So come along and have a look. The Fort Calgary outpost was built in 1875 for the Northwest Mounted Police, who were tasked with establishing relations with the Indigenous peoples and enforcing federal law in the area. This included police duties during the construction of the Canadian Pacific Railway and suppressing the illegal whiskey trade on the Bow River. Fort Calgary became a district headquarters in 1882 because it was one of the most active police posts in southern Alberta. The railway arrived in 1883, and with the rapid growth and expansion of the Calgary city, the post was no longer needed. In 1914, the Grand Trunk Pacific Railway bought the site and demolished the fort's buildings to construct a rail terminal. Fort Calgary was designated a National Historic Site in 1925. The City of Calgary purchased the site in the 1970s and invested in archaeological excavations and an interpretive center. It opened as a historical museum in 1978. Since then, several buildings have been reconstructed on the site, including the Northwest Mounted Police stables and barracks. Although the museum's original focus was the history of the fort, it now offers general local history as well. So this was for the Northwest Mounted Police originally.
There's wooden bags here.
And the nice red
now,
serge.
back in the day, this would have been the colonel's room. Other things.
And the little pillbox hats.
Difference here.
Here is the carpentry shop with some of the tools, a replica of the tools that they used to build Fort Calgary.
I think this is what I used to, I had one of those, or worked on one of those for shingles, doing cedar shakes. You pinch it and then you knock it
Isn't
off,
that
or
just
it's a drawbar holder, right?
Taking bark or something? What is it?
Well, this thing,
When you're shaving stuff
I
off.
think this thing's supposed to pinch it, right? You use your feet
Oh,
and you pinch it to hold it, and then you do whatever you're doing with it, right?
huh. Probably using these.
Well, those are planes.
Planing.
They would
You
have
think
used
for
a drawbar.
the drawbar?
Not seen one here. I'm surprised they don't have one. Wrong.
Oh, look at the beautiful beadwork. It's gorgeous. What is it? It's a bag, an octopus bag, named for the 4 pairs of decorative tabs hanging from the body. Oh, it's gorgeous. And railway. Important for so much of Canada.
You hook it to a horse, right? And then when you go over a bank, you flip that hammer, it's like a bucket and it scrapes, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, I see the bucket there. Yeah,
like a scraper, right? Like those big scrapers.
Yeah.
There's a picture of it right there.
Let's ride this train.
Oh yeah, here, this is the replica of the railway station. And Queen Victoria there in the corner.
How things have changed.
Oh, here, you can hear the Morse code.
I know the Morse code.
Don't know if you can hear it, but it's beeping the Morse code.
Come on, let's ride this train.
When the Iron Horse arrived, our way of life was changed forever. When the European people came, they slaughtered all of the buffalo, which were so important to the indigenous people. So articles for the Treaty 7. In 1763, King George III issued a royal proclamation which recognized Aboriginal title to traditional hunting grounds. Ownership of the land could only be transferred through government-to-government negotiations with the First Nations. Oh, and here you can see which treaties have been signed. And here we are in the jail. Not much room there. Very tiny. No amenities if you were going into jail way back when. Oh, it's the hospital. Tiny little beds, hey?
The most serious issues, heart problems, insanity.
And insanity. Well, I think if you're completely isolated, it's going to be hard for your mental health. Here's an interesting bylaw. Notice the public are hereby prohibited from waiting on the sidewalks or pavements of the city of Calgary under the penalty of $100 or 6 months in jail or both. Oh, here we come to the McWilliams boarding house. Oh, no.
The old gas.
Oh, wow. Look how tiny it is.
Yeah, look at all the gas fixtures.
Yes, yeah. I'm wondering if Jean McWilliams was a good cook. With the completion of the railway, lots of the Chinese stayed to make businesses and homes for themselves.
ship them by train, and then when they got to wherever they were shipping them, then the station master would send back a telegraph saying what time they left.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at, and they would have been trained for World War I service too.
Yeah.
That's neat. And there's like a pigeon cage up there. They would have kept on the roof. Here comes the main thing for Calgary and Alberta is the oil. Was interesting. This is a replica of the Northwest Mounted Police Barracks, and I believe this was destroyed in around 1914 from what I recall. And apparently they're going to be trying to reconstruct all of these old barracks. So the old Fort Calgary is long gone. I believe it was built twice. Once it just sort of collapsed because of materials deteriorating, and the second time I believe it was a fire. So we don't really know where it is. Here are the posts, the wooden posts. So I believe this is where the original fort was. And it's quite a large area. You'll see a bunch of school kids here on field trip. And it's pretty close to where the present day Calgary downtown is, and you can see that there is the Calgary Tower there. I hope you liked our tour about Fort Calgary. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and consider subscribing. Ring the bell icon and you will be notified of our next video upload. If you really want to help support our channel, you can buy us a coffee or give us a super thanks on YouTube.